Okay, it's working there. That's good. I think we're cooking with gas. So, Thanasi, are you ready to go? I'll tell you when if you are.
Oh, I am there.
Thanasi, can you hear me? Hello?
Nancy, can you hear me?
He's not in the room. Okay. Oh, there he is. Yeah.
People have said that about me.
Thanasi, can you answer me? Thanasi, are we ready? Yeah, are we ready to go?
Yes, we are.
Okay. We're ready to go.
Harold.
Yeah? We've got to start the show now.
Live from London and streamed around the world, it's time for Harold Sanditen's Open Mic Party. Please welcome your host, Harold Sanditen.
I wrote a song for my father in hopes it would give him a thrill. After seeing Brazil, my father's music came through me but never got to me until I went to Brazil. All day long I heard my father's song, a bossa nova beat so sweet. I heard a real bossa nova but never got over the thrill. When I went to Brazil, no other people you meet play guitar with the beat and the skill as they do in Brazil. In Rio all day long I heard my father's song, a bossa nova beat so sweet. Portuguese swing, it's such a subtle thing. It makes you sway against your will. All day long I heard my father's song, a bossa nova beat so sweet. I wrote a song for my father in hopes it would give him a thrill. After seeing Brazil, no other people you meet play guitar with a beat and the skill as they do in Brazil. Papaduiada, boya, 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 way, ayo, aya, badiada, A bossa nova beat. I wrote a song for my father. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So lovely.
Thank you. Okay. Well, listen, everybody. Welcome to the open mic night. I am Harold Sanditen, for those of you who don't know me. And this open mic has been running for just over 6 months now on a virtual basis. The live show's been going for 8 years. And since we started virtually, we have hosted over 170 singers, ranging geographically from Brisbane, Australia to Paris. To LA, Brisbane to LA, going the other way around the world. So it's quite a big thing. And we've had the youngest singer was 14-year-old singer-songwriter going up to Broadway legends. And I love doing this show. I have to tell you how much fun it is for me to have people join us from all over the world. And we decided when we relaunched in the autumn that we wouldn't be charging for this because we want people to have a chance to experience this and singers to join in if they can't afford it financially. But if you can afford it financially, I would ask that you please donate a minimum of £3.50 or $5 for every show you watch so that we can spread the costs of the show equally amongst everyone who watches. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. It's YouTube/Harold Sanditen. That would be great if you would be willing to do that. And I think that's all I really needed to tell you right now. So let's move on to our very first singer for the evening, who is Sharon Lenahan.
amazing.
Woohoo!
Brilliant.
Well done, Sharon. Beautiful.
Wonderful.
Sharon, that was just amazing. I'm going to
Woo.
find you here and we're going to have a little chat. You there, sweetheart? I don't seem to be. There you go.
Yeah.
Are you there? Say something so your face will pop up and I
I
can
can hear
see.
you. I can hear you.
There you are. Hey, hi, Douglas. Hi, both of you.
Hi.
So you're looking well. You're
Yeah.
sounding great. So life has been interesting for you this last week or so, hasn't it?
Yeah, we're all right though. We're fine.
Yeah, they found out they have COVID. But thankfully they're distanced from us, so there's not a problem. And you're looking good. Have you been very sick or?
No, just,
Not
normal,
really.
coldy, sort of rough, sniffles and yeah. But we're not super spreaders. Luckily, we'd been home for a few days before we found out, before we weren't feeling well. So we don't feel like we've been out and spreading it, thank God.
Yeah, well, good. That's good to know. So what else is going on past that level of excitement?
Yeah, well, we're housebound now. So, lots of Netflix and lots of Schitt's Creek. That's what we've been doing.
Yeah. Is that your favorite show?
At the minute, yes, it's fantastic. Yeah, everyone seems to be watching it. So, anyway,
I've only made it like through the first 3 seasons. People keep saying watch longer, but I don't know how you can force yourself to watch something if you're not completely getting into it.
if you're not getting into it, no. But yeah, we just watch bits of it. It's only 20 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Otherwise, now I'm going to do another video, and Douglas is going to do it with me this time.
Good. Oh, wonderful. Do you sing, Douglas?
No, it'll be in an acting, dancing capacity, I should imagine.
Yes.
Oh, so is he going to be a a topless dancer?
We're not sure yet, but it'll take lots of editing. So as soon as we're
Lots of photoshopping, you mean?
well, I don't know yet. I don't know if my skills are that good, but yeah, we'll start on it next week when we're feeling a bit better, and then we'll see what happens. But it'll have some makeup, costuming, and lots of chopping and cutting with the movie. But we'll see. It'll be a song everyone knows anyway.
Well, I just love your style, and every time you always deliver such beautiful videos. Thank you so much, and thank you for being part of the Open Mic family too. How many years have you been coming now?
Oh God.
5, 6?
Yeah, it must be about that. Yeah.
Well,
it's good doing these videos though, because I've been talking about doing them for so long, and now you've got perfect opportunity to do it. So it just, once you start doing one, you get more excited to do the next one, I think.
well, I discovered the joys of green screen, and nothing is holding me back now. And a funny thing is, at some point I thought, damn, I really need to get some new videos, but my stuff is so out of date. And now all of a sudden it's like I have way too much material. I don't even know what to do with it all. I can't keep posting it, It's too much. Anyway, that's a better problem to have. Lovely to see you both.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome. Enjoy. I'm glad you're well. Stay well. Get better soon.
We're doing all right.
Lots and lots of love. Okay, let's move on to our next singer, who is Eliza Ling.
Oh, sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. Oh, I get a feeling that I'll never have before, no, no. I just gotta tell you right now that I believe, yeah, I really do believe that someone got a hold on me, yeah. Oh, someone's got a hold on me right now, child. Let me tell you now, I got a feeling, I feel so strange. Everything about me seems to have changed. Step by step, I got a brand new world. I even sat me down when I talk, I said, hey baby, oh, must be love. Let me tell you're gonna butter me. I said, oh, 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 hey, baby, oh, must be love. Yeah, he wasn't like a love. He's something like a love. It makes me feel alright. In the middle of the night. Nah, nah, nah. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yes. Whoa. Yep. Amazing voice. Woo. Great. Fantastic.
Okay, Eliza, I'm going to find you and then we're going to have a little chat. Okay. Can you unmute? Oh, I'm doing the wrong person. Let's see. There you go. Can you unmute yourself, Eliza? There you go.
There we go.
Hi. That's easier. Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
Where
are you? Gosh, every time I talk to you, you're in a different place. Something else is going on. You were in Edinburgh, right?
I'm in London at the moment because I came down it's our little kind of half term at the moment. So,
but you're in university in Edinburgh, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And what are you studying? You're studying...
I'm studying philosophy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's a philosophy in music.
Yeah,
You're going to have to keep up the singing because you can't let that voice go to waste. It's just amazing. Really, I'm so happy that Linda introduced us. That was
same.
that was really, really great. So what's going on with you? I mean, being in university with all the COVID stuff that's going on, what's that like?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a really, really weird term actually because we can't really go to university at all. So everything's online, which is obviously as expected, but it's just a new way of kind of learning because, everything's via Zoom calls. And then when you have to do your essays, you have to be at home. So it's slightly weird, but, I'm coping. And this is such a nice thing to do as well, because obviously there's nothing. Edinburgh's completely locked down at the moment. So basically.
I have a feeling London's coming.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think it's all going to happen. And you told me that you're working on some new recordings and you're writing a song?
Yeah, so I recorded and wrote a song in, I think, I can say beginning of August with 2 others, which should be coming out on all platforms in late November, beginning of December, which is really exciting. And then I've got another one that I'm also working on, which should be released later on in the year. So.
Oh, good. Well, that's exciting. Will you please let me know when they're out? I want to be the first one to listen. I just love your voice. It's so soulful and strong, and but you do need to learn to belt a bit more. You're just so meek when you sing.
I try.
Yeah, I'll try next time. But thank you so much for joining us. Really, it's lovely to see you.
So great to be here again. Thank you.
Well, I hope you'll come back again when we come back next. When we come back in 2021.
Yeah.
If we all make it that far.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Lots of love. Eliza Ling for everybody. Eliza Ling. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's welcome our next singer to the stage all the way from Ibiza. It's Peyton.
You can walk my path. You can wear my shoes. Learn to talk like me and be an angel too. But maybe you ain't never gonna feel this way. You ain't never gonna know me. But I know you. So I'm singing it now. Things can only get better. It can only get better since I found you. Things can only get better. They can only get better since I've got you. I sometimes lose myself in me. I lose track of time. I can't see the woods for the trees. You set them alight. Burning bridges has to gone. I'm too weak to fight ya. I've got my personal hell to deal with. Said things can only get better. They can only get better since I found you, yeah. Things can only get better. They can only get better since I found you, 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 you. You have shown me prejudice and greed. Show me how I must learn to deal with this disease. I look at things now in a different light than I did before. I found the cause. I think that you could be my cure. So walk my path, wear my shoes, talk like that. Teach me to walk your path, wear your shoes, talk like that. I'm singing it now. Things can only get better. They can only get better since I found you. Doing your thing can only get better. They can only get better since I found you. Things can only get better. They can only get, they can only get, they can only get. Things can only get better. They can only get better since I found you.
Oh, and yeah, special thanks to my cameraman and my tech, my tech guy and my husband. He's, kind of cute.
I think so too.
Oh, yes. Fantastic.
Well done, boys.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That beach was gorgeous. My
I
gosh.
know. Aren't we all jealous?
Yeah, where was that? Where was
Well,
that?
it's Ibiza, but we're going to
Oh,
chat
is
with
it-
Christopher right now, so you'll all be able to find out all the dirt. Can you unmute yourself, Christopher? Oh, I don't seem to be able. Can you unmute yourself?
Unmuted.
There you go. Thank you. How are you? And there's Boris. I haven't met you, but it's nice to see you back there. Hello. And the pink flamingo.
Franco, named after the dictator. We bought him on the anniversary of Franco's death. And yeah, but
How are you? Gosh, what a beautiful setting. My God. Things can't be too bad but down there.
well, you would think looking at that things couldn't possibly be any better. And the truth is, I have been very, very blessed, of course, to be here. I mean, any of us that have a roof over our head and food to eat are blessed, but to have a view of the Mediterranean is, one that I feel very grateful for. But it's there's tough times for a lot of people, but my industry especially, of course, as I'm sure a lot of the people here are working as well in music or in the entertainment business. I mean, we are,
Screwed.
It's tough. Yeah, it's tough. Even I've been in music for 18 years, but even if you have a lot of songs, a lot of publishing, nobody's buying music. So the only way you make money, the actual money bit, is live. and that is pretty much gone for the foreseeable future. So.
But you had some gigs this summer, no? No?
Did I?
I thought I saw you singing at some clubs in Ibiza.
Yeah, there was, that would, I think you might have been under the influence of some very strong hallucinogenics, because nothing.
That's likely.
Lucky you. Because those kind of clubs weren't open this summer in Ibiza. I mean, they opened some small, places and restaurants and that kind of thing for the short little season we had. But no, there was no live performances. Luckily, Boris has finally come in quite handy after all these years. And
Finally.
he has a job in Germany, so which he got before all that happened. So anyway, the only bad thing was he left to go start this new job on the second day of the quarantine. And the quarantine in Spain was quite unlike, I think, the quarantine anybody else experienced, unless you were in maybe China or North Korea, or it was like we were under house arrest. Yeah. So for 4 months, it was me and Puss. We do have a cat that has a little bit better conversational skills than Franco, and so that was interesting. But at least one of us was working, so that was great. And I'm moving now, and after 8 years here, I'm moving to be with my husband.
You're going to move to Germany?
I am, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I can tell you are. How's your German? Do you speak German?
I don't, but I'm looking forward to the challenge of being, a 50-year-old in a country that I don't speak the language of.
You're 50? How'd that happen? How did that happen? You were a baby.
I was trying to tell Boris, he was like, how did you meet Harold? And I was going, it was a very long time ago, and I'm sure it was for an important birthday. But
you were catering then. No.
Catering then. Arno and I had our...
You and Arno had 2SH, and Jan Rodenberg had catered one of the plays that I had produced in the West End. And we were having a party, and she couldn't do it, so she put us in touch with you.
That's right. It wasn't your birthday.
That was kismet. That was unbelievable. I don't know how long ago that was. It's a long, long time ago.
It's probably 20 years, 18 years, something like that.
And then you went on to be the food critic on Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, the first one, the very, very, very first one.
Yes, exactly. Well, it was the syndicate of the very first American show, which was interesting, and it was the food. I was the food specialist, which is hilarious because it was my boyfriend that was really the food specialist. The food specialist, I love that. The food specialist, but I could pretend, and that's all you need to be able to do for TV. So yeah, and now it's back, and I think much better than ever. Really, I love the new version on Netflix.
Oh, it was never the same for me without you.
That I don't believe for a second. I tried to raise the stakes for the UK version as best I could, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Germany, well then, we'll just have to come visit you in Germany.
You're never going to do that, Harold. There's no point in pretending.
I haven't gone further than 2 miles from home in 6 months, so the chance of me going to Germany is pretty slim.
That's true, yeah.
It's pretty slim.
Dusseldorf, of all places, which is a lovely city and with an unfortunate name. I don't know why anybody would take two really stupid words and put them together to make an even stupider word. But Dusel and Dorf mean little village by the river, I think, or something like that. I'm excited.
Well, that's good. And hopefully you'll make it back to London when live performances. You perform here all the time, or did perform here all the time when one could perform here.
Yeah, well, I still have my home there. Really, I mean, I'm a resident. I've been for 20 years now in the UK, so in a way, I've been here for 8 years, but I still think of the UK as like my official home.
As your home, but you, like me, you're a transplant.
I'm a transplant, absolutely.
Where are you from, Virginia or someplace on the East Coast?
Good memory. Well,
Virginia.
I grew up in Virginia, and then my parents are in South Carolina, and so from the South.
You're from the South, just like me.
Down south. Yeah, where are you from again?
Oklahoma, Tulsa.
That's not the South.
What is it?
It's where the wind goes sweeping around the trees.
It's the Mid-South. Let's call it that.
Yeah.
Thank you for making that video. It was really beautiful and gorgeous. It gave me goosebumps. I cried again. It's the second time I've seen it. So
I don't know I think maybe they're watching maybe on Facebook stream, but Peter Kuna, of course, who wrote Things Can Only Get Better, because that's the old D-Ring classic anthem of hope. I did my version of it and released it last year. And with Peter's blessing, because he strangely enough married one of my best friends, my next door neighbor. So I guess I met Peter. But anyway, and I did that last year without knowing, of course, any of this was coming. And then the remix package was supposed to come out, and then all this hit, and I thought I can't release this now because it's kind of like uncomfortably overly optimistic when everything looks like it's just getting worse. So I waited, and then I released the remix package, and then things started getting worse again. So it's funny. I always feel a little bit like when I'm singing it, like a little bit like a charlatan, because I'm not entirely convinced that things are getting better. But
it's nice to give everybody some hope.
We have to believe that things can and will.
We have to have some positivity, because otherwise it's just too bleak.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Without hope, we're all just going to give up. So, and they, of course, they will. And I just kind of thought it would be a little earlier than.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. But thanks for joining us. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me.
So lovely to see you. Nice to see you too, Boris, back there. And what's the flamingo's name?
Franco, say something.
Franco, yes. Okay.
Yeah, Franco.
Much love to you.
Mwah. Congratulations on your
person sometime soon.
This is such a great platform. Well done for doing it, Harold.
Thank you so much. Lots of love. Bye. You too. Bye-bye. All right, everybody, let's move on to our next singer who's coming our way from Los Angeles, Audrey Appleby.
The lights go down, I hear applause. I thank God and I pray. Then part the curtain as I pause, wondering if you stayed. As all the people smile at me, the butterflies begin. My heart starts pounding and I search the crowd and hope. And then beyond the curtain you sit there at the bar, flowers in hand. Your smile's all I need. Now I can breathe. Beyond the curtain, you don't know how much it means that I see. Beyond the velvet curtain, it's just you and me. I know it's hard to hear my songs. The words may go too far. Sometimes I'm scared my stories make you wanna leave the bar. But even though it's hard for you, I know you understand. 'Cause you're the only person who can see me as I am. Beyond the curtain, you sit there at the bar, flowers in hand. Your smile's all I need. Now I can breathe. Beyond the curtain, you don't know how much it means that I see. Beyond the velvet curtain, it's just you and me. And when the show is done, like flowers, you gather me up.
What?
'Cause your arms are my home where I'll stay. Sometimes when I run toward my dreams, they don't seem enough till your love's there to show me the way. Beyond the curtain, you sit there at the bar, flowers in hand, waiting for me so patiently. Beyond the curtain, you are the man of my dreams, and we'll be together through you and me.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
That's gorgeous, Audrey.
Mm.
I'm going to find you here, and we're going to have a little chat. Why don't you? There we go.
Yes.
Sweetheart, hi. Oh, look at that
Hi.
sparkly jacket
I just put it on to be fun.
for 11:48 in LA.
I'm getting used to it. Everybody else is having later times and I have to get up at 7 to be on.
Yeah. Oh, that was just beautiful. So you wrote the lyrics, and Sean Harkness wrote the. Sean was the guitarist.
Well, he wrote the whole thing. What happened? Yeah, he wanted to write a song with me because he had been my guitarist in a show that I did called Ladies Cheap Cocktails, and so yeah, that's right. And so Sean said, I have this melody with a great hook. I don't know what to do with it. And I said, well, I'd like to try. So with big help from this wonderful songwriter, Lorraine Farrow in New York, I wrote the words, but she helped me a lot. So there you go.
It's just beautiful. It's very poignant. It's gorgeous. Your voice sounds better than ever. Not that it ever sounded bad, but it sounds really great.
Thank you.
Wow. So, so you said you've got a new album coming out, or this is the Ladies Cheap Cocktails is on Spotify. Do you have a new album coming?
Yes, I'm working on new songs. I think I'm going to call the album, it's going to be hopeful. It's called Dancing with Tragedy. Because I do a lot with dance. So I've written that main song, Dancing with Tragedy. I've written about 4 songs now. I've been working with Harriet Schock in LA, who's a wonderful songwriting teacher, and I've come up with some wonderful new songs. So I'm getting them produced.
Oh, that's great. Well, I know that when you were working initially, you went out to LA to work with a guy. I remember you telling me that.
I'm still working with him, Miklos Malek, who used to be a judge on the X Factor in Budapest.
Well, there you go. Who knew? Who knew? And you wrote a Me Too song, you said.
He and I, wrote a Me Too song. That's
right. Oh, you wrote it with him. It's called You Said No?
I wrote it. It's called You Said No. And, well, that's a funny story because that when Sean and I first got together to write a song together, I said, well, I have an idea. And I brought it in all written. And he closed his eyes and he said a swear word, so I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. But he went, that's effing brilliant. So I did that song by myself, and it's called You Said No. So that's a Me Too song. But Sean and I did this song, Beyond the Velvet Curtain. He wrote the music, and I wrote the words.
And you said it was Chris Coogan, the piano player, who wrote the arrangement.
That's right. He's amazing. He's wonderful.
It's such a beautiful song. I haven't heard it before. I mean,
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I've heard you sing that one before. So
I'm so thrilled. Well, it'll go on to my new album as I pull it together here.
Fabulous. And so, you have any plans to come back to Europe for performing? Because I know you've performed in Paris regularly.
I'm like going on YouTube and looking at, let's walk through Paris, just to, pretend like I'm walking in Paris and going into clubs. Because yes, as soon as life goes back to what it was, I hope, yes, I want to perform in Paris again, and I'd love to come to London.
And you've got to come to London and do the
I'd love to.
Live. We would love to have you there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a dream. We'll all dream for that one.
Yeah, you have to dream. And that's what's keeping me going is just imagination, trying to, and my wonderful friends who've appeared today and everybody. So, and you, Harold, thank you so much for this
opportunity. Is your daughter in LA
with
you, or is she?
She is, and there's big news for her, but I can't say all of it yet, but it's going to be pretty amazing. She's got some big things in the works. She's here in LA.
Stuff. I mean, I'm always watching what she's doing through your Facebook feeds, and it's quite phenomenal. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Eliza McNitt's her name, right?
Eliza McNitt, and she did something with Darren Aronofsky, and it won at Sundance, and then she got a Golden Lion at Venice for a virtual reality first place about the black holes out there in space.
Yeah, something we all know so much about.
We know
Yeah.
so much, yeah.
Well, listen, sweetheart, thank you so much for joining us. It's great to see
Thank
you.
you.
That was just a beautiful video. Really lovely to see you.
Oh, I just want to say I also love it when singers want to sing my songs. So if you love my songs, get in touch with me. I love it to have people go out in the world and do them.
It's a good idea. Thank you,
Thanks,
sweetie.
Harold.
All right.
Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Lots of love. Much love. Bye.
Thank you.
All right. Now I'm going to welcome my father to the stage, singing a song in honor of his 92nd birthday, which was 2 days ago. This is Wilfred Sanditen.
She gets too hungry for dinner at 8. She loves the theater and never comes late. She'd never bother with people she'd hate. That's why the lady is a tramp. Won't go to crap games with barons and earls. Won't go to Harlem in ermine and pearls. Won't dish the dirt with the rest of the girls. That's why the lady is a tramp. She loves the free, fresh wind in her hair, life without care. She's broke, but it's oak. Hates California, it's just cold and it's damp. That's why the lady is a tramp. Toot 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 toot. Toot 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 toot. That's why the lady is a tramp. That's why the lady is a tramp. She loves the free, fresh wind in her hair, life without care. She's broke, but it's oak. Hates California, it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady, that's why the lady, that's why the lady is a tramp, 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 doodly damn.
Oh,
Ah.
there you go, Wilfred.
Well, he can still move.
Fantastic.
Okay, let me find you here, Wilfred. I think you need to unmute yourself. There we go. All right, talk. There you go. Hey, Daddykins. So you're 92 years old, and you still got the moves.
Yes. I show off here every once in a while.
Yeah.
I can do those moves.
And you do them well. Yeah.
Most of the time, no.
But I noticed that you really like, you don't dish the dirt with the rest of the girls. What was that? Is that like, is that because the girls are gossiping and the rest of the girls gossiping?
We're talking about each other.
Yeah. They're dishing the dirt.
What's new with that? That's an old family.
That's the old story. So what's happening in Tulsa, Oklahoma? Do you get out much?
Yes. I go all the way from the bathroom to the living room.
And back?
And back.
Yeah.
Most of the time, back and back and back.
Yeah, well, that's good. Well, I'm really glad you did this video for us. I kind of cajoled you into it. You were deciding you didn't want to do it, but I knew if I could get you to do a little bit of your groove that you would be a star. And I was right.
Well, you told me you were going to ask me about the doot, 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 doot.
The what? Doot, 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 doot. Yeah, that was the dance break.
Well, let me tell you what happened.
Okay, tell us what happened.
I was talking to a stage manager one time, and I said, I want to find out what I can do to make this song really great. He says, I know the best, first thing for you, best thing for you. He says, I'll tell you what, about a week ago, a big van drove up from California with a big sign on the top that said heroin. And I didn't understand what the hell it was all about. But anyway, 6 big California policemen came out of that van, went into the stage floor, arrested the lady, brought her back to the van, took her down to the place, shoved her into a cell that was ice cold and damp wet. And then they got out in front and they sang in perfect harmony. It's California, it's cold and it's damp. That's why the lady, the tramp, absolutely damp.
Yeah, that was
I
your.
bought it on the spec. I stole it, I bought it.
You bought it? You had to pay somebody for
bought it.
diddly damp?
Well, look, it's California, they don't take a lot of money.
Thank you for joining us, Daddykins.
Okay, Harold, it's good to be with you.
I'm really glad you did.
All these people are wonderful.
And,
I love every show. It's great to see it.
And happy 92nd birthday. I'm so sad that we weren't together this year.
Well,
hopefully next year. Let's just see.
One time in 92 years.
That's probably close to true. Probably maybe more like 10 or 15, but still, that's not a bad batting record in 92 years. First of all, I'm not 92, so...
No, I'm 92.
I could only be there for 64 of them.
Sometimes I don't act like I'm 92.
You were there for all of them, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Love you, Daddykins. I'll speak to you soon. All right. Bye for now.
I call him hair oil.
He calls me hair oil. Now everybody knows the family secrets. Bye, Daddykins.
Bye-bye.
Before we move on to the next singer, I just want to make a plea again, or let everybody know that these shows are free for everybody so that people who can't afford to watch can still watch, and people who are sheltering can still be here. But if you can afford it, I would appreciate it if you can donate a minimum of £3.50 or $5 per show so that we can spread the costs equally amongst all the people who watch and keep this global platform going for hopefully forever. All right, let's welcome our next singer to the stage from Manchester. It's Alex Stewart.
I'm trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand, won't you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands would hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, never, for me. Never enough, never, 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 never for me, for me, for me. All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands would hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough. Never enough, never, never, never enough for me, for me, for me. For me.
Yes.
Alex, that was delicious. Let me find you here. There we go. Hello. Hi. How are you?
Well, as all right can be.
Yeah, well, Manchester's about to go into Tier 3 if it hasn't already, yeah?
Impending Tier 3 this evening, yeah.
Tonight. And you're here with us instead of out kicking your heels up for the last time?
I've got wine, so it's all right.
Oh, yeah. You always had wine there. No, last time it was Aperol.
It was, but last time it was sunny, and now it's like, it's dark, it's wet, it's miserable.
Yeah, yeah. We've got a long winter ahead of us here, don't we? So how's your woodworking going?
Woodworking is great, yeah. I mean, well, it's my little sideline. I built a little desk so I could do some music production at home just during lockdown. And then now I have a little unit. I can kind of produce a bit more stuff and do that as well. But I've been writing, so the music side of stuff is still going on. But that was filmed in Manchester. I filmed that on yesterday, yeah.
Is that the view from your apartment?
Yeah, that's so Manchester can look nice when it's sunny.
Yeah, that was really quite amazing. It was like a New York skyline almost. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
That can't be too bad. At least, you've got a nice view to look at.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. The weather's lovely, but I mean, people have been like, I showed a couple of friends this morning, and they were like, "Is that superimposed? Are you like doing that Zoom thing?" But no,
Yeah.
I'm actually stood there. It's not quite as good as the view we had earlier on the beach, but
Yeah, you mean the live views? Yeah, that was a live view. That was beautiful. So, what else is going on for you? I know you had a gig. I remember you had one gig or a couple of gigs, maybe.
We've been in this Tier 2 kind of lockdown from the get-go of things. So you can't mix houses, you can't really do much. A lot of the venues that I would normally have performed in are closed, and now we're moving into Tier 3, which makes stuff a bit more difficult again. I had a show in Germany. We've been planning with the band. The guys from London were coming over. I was flying out from here next month, but that's now been cancelled as well. So it's normality will resume, I hope, at some point. But it's nice to have stuff like this to look forward to.
Not until we've had a lot of disappointments, all of us.
Yeah, I think that whole kind of grim winter is ahead of us, unfortunately.
Yeah, particularly as the days get so short here. It's pitch black when I wake up, and it's dark by 4.
Well, I mean, you stay in bed longer.
But I'm not complaining. I get to listen to people like you. I get you to make me good videos. It's really quite amazing. I'm gobsmacked at the quality and diversity of the videos that people submit. I really am. I mean, when yours came in, I really thought that it was in a different place, the first thing, and then I mean, your voice is so powerful. It was so beautiful. So, thank you.
Me to sing in the bedroom, so.
Thank you for becoming an open mic regular from a distance. How do you like that? You never got to do the show live.
No, I know. We will though. I will. Hopefully, everyone else will as well.
Anyway,
we're attempting to warm my mask tonight, but I think we're all right. I think I'm far enough away to not
Yeah,
warrant that.
I think it's all okay. I think we'll cope this way. How's your mamacita? Is she on watching?
Good, she's watching, I think.
Hello, Janet.
Now I'm embarrassed. We were just messaging about Wilfred. She's been texting me while we've been watching. So, if I can be like that when I'm 92, I'll be a very, very happy boy.
So will I. If I make it that far.
Well, we say it every time, but you're only 2 years older than me anyway, aren't you? What, 34, 35, Harold?
Something like that. Yeah.
I'm having my eyes lasered tomorrow. It's fine.
Tomorrow's your birthday. What did you say? Tomorrow's your birthday?
No, I said I'm having my eyes lasered tomorrow.
Oh, are
That's
you?
a joke.
Oh,
No.
I see. No, I need to have mine lasered. I can't see without the glasses. It's impossible to do Zoom without being able to see, so I have to wear the glasses, which causes a problem with the light.
I won't say it again, don't worry.
Really good to see you. Thanks for joining us, and I look forward to the next time. Lots of love, Alec.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye. Okay, it's time for the next singer, who is Liza Keast from London.
Grandma caught a steamer in 1904. She left 'cause there was trouble in the land where she was born. She didn't speak the language, but she had a willing mind. She bet her life on freedom and left all she knew behind. She carried hope, she carried wisdom, and a little more than that. Strong hands to build a future from pieces of the past. With nothing in her pockets, she was rich with what she had. A little bit of courage and the shirt upon her back. My grandpa was a dreamer, that's what everybody said. And nobody could stop him once he got it in his head to sail to Ellis Island, reaching for a star. And he sang, "This land is my land," and believed it in his heart. He carried hope, he carried wisdom, and a little more than that. Strong hands to build a future from pieces of the past. With nothing in his pocket, he was rich with what he had. A little bit of courage and the shirt upon his back. We're all in this together, our love of liberty. The fight to stoke its embers belongs to you and me. Be African or Irish, don't matter where you're from. Let no man judge another except by what he's done. So here's to all our grandmas, the ones who came before, searching for their future beside this golden shore. Latino and Italian, the Asian and the Poles, the many colored threads that weave together as a whole. We carry hope, we carry wisdom, and a little more than that. Strong hands to build a future from pieces of the past. With nothing in our pockets, pockets there is nothing that we lack. A little bit of courage and the shirt upon our back.
Bravo! Bravo!
Great.
Let me find you here, Liza. Are you there, sweetheart?
I'm unmuted.
Hi. How are you, sweetie? That was so moving. I mean, I'm sure there's so many people here whose families were immigrants and many immigrants to America. And I mean, just by looking at the comments, people just love that. Thank you so much.
Yes, I was quite shocked because I had such trouble doing the editing that when I watched that, I realized it didn't quite come out the way it was supposed to. So I'm just still slightly thrown. There were some pictures that were in the wrong place, but hey ho, that's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is. It didn't change anything. It may, for you, have felt like you wanted it to be different, but we all loved it. Thank you so much.
It was, yes, because my mother was not British, but that song, which was written by Michelle Browman, who she very kindly let me have it a couple of years ago, and I just hadn't had an opportunity to do it until now. So yes, it was an opportunity to keep it American because that's the way it was written, but it applies to everybody, really.
It's everybody's story, anybody who comes from immigrants, which is most of us. And you brought out the accordion again. I was so excited to see the accordion. I think you've only done it at open mic once, maybe?
I've done it a few times. It has, I'm not sure I could have done that live, but with the help of editing, I was able to. I could have done certain bits of that live.
I'm really impressed. So impressed.
And it was, and it was all me. So the piano was me, the accordion was me, the voices were all me. So that is it. And I do my own camera on my phone. So
yeah.
It's.
Yeah, you're a one I was going to say a one-man band, a one-woman band.
I'm a single person household, so I can't go out with anybody. Certainly not when now we're in tier 2.
Yeah.
Can't so.
Yeah,
so,
well, we have to become creative, don't we?
Sorry?
We've got to become creative, don't we? Yeah. I haven't gotten my video editing skills down yet, and to be honest, with all the organization it takes to get these shows together, I wouldn't have time to do that. I know how much time it takes. It's like a week's worth of doing it.
It particularly when you're doing it the way I am, which is not really knowing what I'm doing, watching a couple of YouTube tutorials and trying to do something that is beyond my real scope. But it got there in the end.
We're all developing new skills. We're all developing brand new skills. Who knew? Anyway, sweetheart, thank you so much for joining us. Lovely to see you. Really lovely to see you. And I look forward to seeing you soon again. Lots of love.
Thank you.
Liza Keast. Okay, let's move on to our next singer, who is Alex Stewart. I'm sorry, Alex Williams.
I have often walked down this street before, but the pavements always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town. Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. Missed the Saturday dance, heard they crowded the floor. Awfully different without you, don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club, couldn't get past the door. They'd be talking about you, don't get around much anymore. Oh, darling, I swear, my mind's more at ease. Nevertheless, I can't shake off old memories. Being invited on dates, could have gone, but what for? Awfully different without you, don't get around much anymore. And oh, that towering feeling, just to know somehow you are near. The overpowering feeling that any moment you might suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, 'cause there's no place else on earth that I could rather be. Let the clouds roll by, I don't care if I can be here on the street where you live. Oh, can be here on the street where you live. Oh, here on the street where you
Woo-hoo! Great, Alex, I'm going to find you here and we're going to have a little chat. There
Hey,
you go.
hello.
Hi. Hi, where are you? You pop say.
I'm waving madly at you.
There you are. Oh, wow, look at the red boa.
Well, I saw Audrey's lovely silver jacket and I thought, you know what, I can't not respect that by not zhuzhing myself up a little bit. So I threw on the
Looked up
boa.
beautifully. Look at that. I love that color.
Thank you.
How's life for you nowadays? You're a teacher, right?
That's right. I teach English in a secondary school. And
Are you back in school now?
Yeah, we are. It's very peculiar. I'm very lucky. I teach in a lovely school with the most wonderful students, but it's incredibly pressured still. We're all trying to get used to accommodating a new set of protocols and regulations around COVID. And it's having a huge impact on our day-to-day behavior and the way we're teaching. Even simple things like getting from one classroom to another. Now they've instituted one-way systems. So what might have once been a kind of 30-second or 40-second walk can take 5 minutes now to work your way all the way around the labyrinthine corridors of the school.
Things you would never anticipate,
Well,
like in 1,000 years.
I'm hoping it's going to be good for my waistline, Harold.
Yeah, well, if it's good for the waistline, call me and I'll walk with you every day. 5 minutes isn't long enough to get rid of my waistline, unfortunately.
Oh, well, I'm sure that's the case for me, certainly.
So you formed a new, with Tom, what's his name? Matt Wakefield.
Matt Wakefield, yes.
Yeah, you
right.
formed a new duo.
New partnership.
You talk about optimistic. That's really amazing.
It's maybe a little hopelessly optimistic. It certainly feels like that at the moment, but we're both really positive about it. And you know what? Even though there are no spaces at the moment where we can perform, it's just been such good fun having that motivation to keep singing, having that somebody I can keep performing and rehearsing and practicing with. And we're just waiting for society to open up that bit again, for performance venues to come live again. And we'll be ready. We'll be there.
You'll be ready. You'll be there. Well, there are some venues open, but the restrictions on everything make it really, Crazy Cox is open, but...
Yeah, but the difficult thing is, for somebody in my position who has got a full-time job as well, it's finding the right balance between how much you push yourself out into those zones. I would feel a little uncomfortable at present risking those sorts of environments when I really want to be there for my students too. If anything does happen, if I end up catching or being close to somebody who was on that track and trace, I would be compelled to stay home for 14 days, and that would be really tricky when I've got kids I'm preparing for GCSEs and A-levels and things.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really, really tough. Well, anyway, it's always good to see you.
You too.
You're not one of the oldest open mic people, but you're really great, and I'm so glad that you came along that telltale day and that you've now become a part of our family. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I feel part of the family, and it's lovely to see Liza, who's a dear, dear friend. I have to say congratulations to her for doing all of that stuff herself. If it wasn't for Matt on piano and I had my friend Natalie on the phone videoing it all, there's no way I could have submitted something. So it's nice to be able to see somebody put it all together individually. That's marvelous and inspiring, Liza, inspiring.
You did very well with the bare necessities, though, with your booze bottles and the food and everything.
But Harold, that was during the holiday, so I had days to practice picking up all the bottles at the right time without looking. That was ages of choreography. Where's the sherry? Where's the wine?
Yeah, everything has to be in place. That's true.
Absolutely.
Oh, really? Well, thanks, Alex, so much for joining us. Great to see you. Much love. Take care. Thanks. Bye. All right. Let's move on to our next singer, the lovely Winnie Greer.
My baby don't care for shows. My baby don't care for clothes. My baby, he just cares for me. My baby don't care my baby, he just cares for me. My baby don't care for, he don't care for cars and races. My baby don't care for, he don't care for high tone places. Liz Taylor is not his style, and even Ella's smile is something he can't see. I wonder what's wrong with my baby now. My baby just cares for, my baby just cares for, my baby just cares for me.
Woohoo!
Oh, thank you.
Let me find you here, Winnie. Why can't I unmute you? There we go. You there, sweetheart?
Yeah, yes, I
There
am.
you
Yes,
are.
I am.
How are you? So, do we get the sense that you're obsessed with Denzel?
Just a tad, just a tad. He's been my when I first started singing jazz, I used to have to picture him, with the love songs. He was the one I was singing to. And then there was a bit of a problem because Idris Elba came along. So that was a
Oh
bit
yeah,
of
well that's
a
a tough
conflict
one.
there. That was a tough one. But then Denzel just kept through, you know what I mean? So
He's
he's
really
the one.
aged well. He got really beautiful as he got older. I mean, he was handsome
Oh,
when he was young, but
65. Oh, he's stunning. Absolutely
yeah,
stunning.
yeah, he is. But Idris Elba was not bad, I have to say.
Not a
I'm
bad
with,
choice.
I'm with you on your choice in men. Sorry.
Thank you.
My husband's going to be angry at me for that one. But but
That is great fun.
we'll take that up later. So what's up? You're a teacher too, yeah?
I am, yes. I was resonating a lot with what Alex was saying because it is exactly the same where I am. We've got a lovely school, great kids, but there's so many protocols now. You're sanitizing everything. Literally, it's sanitized city. So yeah, it's pretty full on. But the kids have been brilliant. The staff are really pulling together. So it's encouraging.
How old are your students? What age do you?
It's secondary. So it's secondary, similar to Alex.
Right.
So yeah, so it's pretty full on. But yeah, we're keeping going. We're keeping
Yeah.
going.
And you were singing a song a day, or were you doing it alphabetically, A to Z? Yeah. So
that was my lockdown. Yeah. Oh.
Well, that only took 26 days.
I know, exactly. I wish the alphabet was longer. It was real. People were going to me, go again, just start again. I was thinking, oh my God, no, please.
Well, you have to find songs that start with AA and BB.
That's right.
That would start getting more complicated.
Oh, definitely. Can I just give a shout out just to the video, the person who helped me, because Carl Michael from Hornsey Wood Videos, he did all of the background and the green screen stuff and videoed it for me. And he did a fantastic job because I just gave him the images. And I particularly loved when the wife was separated and he brought that was like, spot on.
Get out of my way.
That's right. It was get her out of the way. He's mine.
You may have married him, but I know he wants me.
That's it, Harold. Exactly. He wants me. She doesn't know it. He doesn't know it. I know it.
But you do. But you do. So what else is happening for you, sweetheart?
Well, during lockdown, I did a couple of home gigs at home. So I was just going to show you my special lighting effect. When I was doing my gig, hold on, if I can put it on.
Oh, wow.
This is what I had for my home gigs when I did 2 lockdown gigs at home, which was great.
Oh, that's
so that went
amazing.
very well.
Well, that'll work for Christmas too.
It will do. So I've kept it up, which would be lovely. So that's good. And I'm hoping to do some recording. That's my I want to kind of get a CD out. So that's my next sort of project, really. So
Have you
God willing.
released a CD at all? Have you released any?
I haven't yet. No, this is my first time. So
Really? I'm just so
yeah.
surprised.
Oh no, thank you. Yeah, it's just that, you know, things haven't, you know, timing has to be right. And at the moment, it's all come together. The band's together. We've gone through the songs, so we're just at the moment of recording. So that'll be great. Looking forward to getting that out.
Wonderful. Well, I'll look forward to hearing it when you do it. And I look forward to seeing you in person too. I'm so glad you finally on the show though. I really am. I'm so glad, and I would love to have you back. So I hope you'll come join us again.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Harold. It's been such a wonderful experience. Really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you. Winnie Greer, everybody. Thank you
Take
so
care.
much.
God bless. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye. So before we move on to our next singer, who's the last one, I just want to thank everyone for being here. Thank you all for joining us. Thank the performers so much for being a part of this. You're what makes the show what it is. I know that I may be the glue, but you're the pieces that I glue together. So without you, this would not exist. So thank you very much for joining us. And next week, we have a special show. We're normally every 2 weeks, but next week we have a special, spooky, scary Halloween special. And I'm very excited about that. One of the things I'm most excited about is Penny Fuller, who is a Broadway legend and originated the role of Eve Harrington in Applause on Broadway, is going to make a new video of her song, One Halloween, from Applause, and she's going to premiere it here at the open mic. So that's very exciting for me. Really excited about that. And Monica Salvi's got a video coming too. I don't know what it is. I've seen 4 or 5 of them, so it's going to be a great show. So thank you very much. And now, before we have the last singer, I'm going to chat with him. So after this is over, after I finish chatting with Danny and we play his song, we're going to stay on. If you want to chat with everyone, I'll turn off the streams and I'll turn off the recording, but we'll just have a chat session. How's that sound? So let me get Danny here. Hello, Danny, you there?
Hi, yeah.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks. How about yourself?
Yeah? So since we last talked, you changed jobs, you moved, you went on holiday, and you changed your hair color.
Yeah. Just a few minor changes there then.
Yeah, so what are you doing now? How's the new job? What is it?
Yeah, so I'm still a data analyst, but I'm now working for Greater Anglia. So I'm just trying to get all the trains on time, basically, for the people that are using them, and making sure that it all works as smoothly as possibly can during this crisis, which is a lot of plate spinning. It's fun.
Yeah. And what about holiday? You went to Rhodes. I saw pictures of you and the Colossus of Rhodes, yes?
Yes. Rhodes is beautiful. The Acropolis was absolutely stunning. We was actually meant to be going to Turkey originally, and our flight got cancelled 2 days before we left. So we frantically had to book somewhere, and Rhodes was one of the only places that was open. But it was a blessing in disguise, really, because it was just a beautiful place. It really is.
It must have been nice to get away for some warmth and water and delicious fresh fish and grilled foods. Oh my God, I miss all that. Unbelievable.
Yeah, really was.
Unbelievable.
I managed to my phone in the seat while I was there, but other than that, it was like the perfect holiday.
And how are your new digs? Are you happy there?
Yeah, very happy. I moved in with my better half 2 months ago. She hasn't killed me yet, although I think she's tempted.
Yeah, well, we met her last time. She had a knife behind your head, so I think...
Yeah, she's upgraded. She now got a gun.
Where'd she get a gun here? I thought knife crime was the big thing in this country.
Oh, she's very resourceful.
Well, that's good. And what else is going on in your world? Anything exciting?
Not a great deal. I mean, I'm doing shows, or will be doing another show at the Dugdale Theatre in Enfield in December. It's coined "Let's Go On With the Show," which is more like a cabaret act as well for a bunch of people. I've got, yeah, I've just noticed that one of my best friends has messaged me because they're watching this thing, and he's just text, I have 2 best friends who I love, so I feel like I have to say that now. No pressure. No, things are good. Things are going good, all things considered. Being back at work is nice. Moving into a place that is finally mine is nice.
Well, that's good. Well, there's some silver linings then, right?
Yeah, I've got everything I need, so.
Wonderful. Well, I'm excited you're going to sing us out with a nice, rousing number, which is exactly what we all need right now. So like I said, after Danny finishes singing, I'll stop the streams and I'll stop the recording, but you guys are more than welcome to stay, and we can all have a little bit of a natter after the show. So let's give a round of applause to start off with Danny Diss. Thank you.
You can never know what it's like. Your blood like winter freezes just like ice. And there's a cold, lonely light that shines for you. You're a wind up like a wreck, you hide behind that mess you use. Did you think this fool could never win? Look at me, I'm a coming back again. I got a taste of love in a simple way. And if you need to know why I'm still standing, you just fade away. And don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did. I'm looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. And I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. Once again, another hope to win. Starting down the road and leaving me again. Stretch fate meant to cut me down. And if the love was just a circus, you'd be a clown by now. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, I feel like a little kid. And I'm still standing after all this time, picking up pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did. I'm looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. And I'm still standing after all this time, picking up pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah.
you again, everybody. See you soon. Much love to all.
Thanks, Harold.
Thanks, Harold.
Thanks, Harold.
Thank you.
Mwah.
Harold.